Ambedkar in any university, and it should belong to the library because it's a symbol of knowledge. That's what we refer to Dr. Ambedkar as. And on this occasion, we have another set of his writings and speeches volumes. I hope it will inspire all the students and hope they can learn from this. I know we have talked to Jeffrey and Aaron, if you go into special collections, one in the public, this is the second set that we will have. Yeah, Dr. Mani, if you can just unveil this.
How about you help me? You did such a beautiful job explaining everything already, so I can't do that. They need to start seeing the people that are representative of the various lenses around social justice that we aim to help people understand more about so that they can be change agents. They can understand what social change has meant over time and what it can mean for them even today. So I want to thank all of you. Thank you for entrusting the library. We are so happy to not only have the bust here, the books are going to be in our general collection as well as in our special collections for people to use. So thank you all again. We really are very appreciative.
When we were at conference, anti-caste conference at Brandeis with the global school there, and had such a rich weekend with Cornel West and so many other scholars. And at that occasion, they unveiled in the main library of Brandeis University the statue we see here, the bust we see here. It was such an exciting time. We all gathered. We must gather for a group photo. We've got an excellent photographer here, but we should all gather around for a group photo. We did a wonderful photo there for that at Brandeis. I began saying, this is so right for us. Somewhere here as well, we might want to have something that just has a photocopy of the letters between Dr. Ambedkar and Dr. Du Bois, where they acknowledged their common struggles in the world and acknowledged each other, saw each other for all that we do, all that they did and were doing in the world. And so that bond of solidarity, that is so much what UMass has been about when we had the conference here and had the initial reception of the bust here. I'm so sorry Sangeeta Kamat is on her sabbatical in India right now and is not with us physically in this moment, but I know her spirit is here, and so many of the other scholars doing work in this area. This is really a moment for all of us, and one that I hope continues to spur studies on the anti-caste struggle, the anti-racism struggle, as well as the bonds of solidarity of African descendant people and the Dalit community as well.
So just as a member of Dean Mani's leadership team, as our Executive Director of Development, just want to say how pleased I've been to be involved in some small way with bringing the bust of Dr. Ambedkar, and especially, in addition, these volumes, which are going to be helpful to all of our students and researchers and faculty. I personally have appreciated learning more about Dr. Ambedkar's history and his teachings as a father and founder of the anti-caste movement. And I'm very grateful to all of you for coming and helping to teach me and others about this important leader. So thank you so much for coming.
Finally, we are here to inaugurate Dr. Bois bust, and it is in the Bois library. That is the icing in the cake, correct? So two stalwarts who fought against the discriminations are together. So that is the beauty of this today's event. So thank you UMass Amherst leadership for this. And I just want to narrate one incident when we came 2 weeks back to install this pedestal. Students were sitting here, and as soon as they saw this plate and Dr. Baba Sahib's name there, they started Googling it. So, and that is what we wanted to achieve, to take Baba Sahib to all the masses. So far he was just considered as a leader of the Dalit, or the icon, Dalit icon, that's a still also so many people still consider him as a Dalit icon. No, He was an international icon of every good quality you can think about in a person. So that is what I wanted to let know, that by installing this bust here, this is what we are.
Very beautiful, inspiring working bus are now at Columbia, Brandeis, and UMass. It's fantastic. However, I'm not aware of any course dedicated to Baba Saheb Ambedkar's life and thought at any of those three institutions or anywhere else in the United States. Even in India, of course, to have a dedicated course of Baba Saheb Ambedkar's thought is hard to find. And so, as someone who taught socially engaged Buddhism at Harvard for 28 years and made a major section of that course about Dr. Ambedkar, that, as far as I was known, is the only reference to Dr. Ambedkar at Harvard University. So this is a shocking fact. And having a bust and having the books is only, in my opinion, a start. And I would like to kind of challenge UMass to be the first university, and the Bois Center be the first, or library to be the first place to actually offer a course, either in Dr. Ambedkar's thought, or in the caste struggle, or in social engagement in the world in which Dr. Ambedkar is seen as one of the towering figures in this field. And I think unless there's a professor or a department who's willing to take this on, then this is simply a symbolic statement. But it doesn't go to the heart of education for all the young people who have to Google it to find out. So.
At Columbia University, seeing people from India coming to see this image, and how much it meant to them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Not just that it was there, but that it was there, that it existed. And reminds me, the phrase that we're getting over, but was used through most of the 20th century, and in English the most common phrase since the 18th, untouchables.
Yeah.
Untouchable is also unseeable, right? And so putting this image up in public, as it now is in every Indian city, right, in many villages, putting that says, we are here, you know, that we are a part of things. And Ambedkar's importance as the father of the Constitution, which is acknowledged in every Indian classroom. So having him here is good for us, as it's good for them. Very seeable.